Hello everyone, my name is Basti and I'm an independent trader with years of experience in the crypto markets. If you're looking for the latest information for daily chart analysis, and if you're looking for trading predictions as well as trading news, then you've come to the right place. Let's go. Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. Hope you had a great weekend and let's go ahead and get started right away. This time we're going to be looking first at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, where you can see we had a bit of a fake out yesterday. We could not stay above our downtrend line over here. And this is something that I mentioned to you guys yesterday. I mentioned it in my Telegram group that we were having a breakout, but that I wanted to see a nice retest of this downtrend line here, which we did not see yesterday. So of course we did have the price shoot up, and for those of you who were looking at it, I even posted in my Telegram group again yesterday at 1 in the morning, I think. I mentioned, hey, things are looking pretty good, pretty solid. The volume was looking good, but as you can see, it did not last very long at all. So I mentioned this many times. I do want to see a retest before I believe, or I'm certain that the price will continue to go up and finally break out of this resistance zone. And that's for now has not, excuse me, has not happened yet. So retest is very important here, and that's what we are looking for, and that's what we hope that we could see soon. Also on the 1-hour chart, we can see that we pushed even a bit higher to $47,440, which then, as you can imagine, or you can deduce from this is a very strong high that we need to be able to take out. So we do have our fake out over here that also broke down and went past our uptrend line over here as well. And even though we do have a bit of a bounce, we have to be very careful because we are very close to this line down here, which is the very bottom line inside our resistance area. And even though the bounce is about 500 US dollars, of course, it's not that much, and we are not allowed to have a close that will be below here. If we do, then we might be even building here an M pattern, which could bring the price, from a technical perspective, it could bring the price down. Let's see if we draw here. It could bring the price down exactly, past beyond our down line over here, our support line over here. So we have to be careful here. This is why I say, hey guys, be careful, don't go into FOMO mode, because if you, like for example here, if you come in and you take a position all the way up here, then the chances that the price is going to go down are very high. I always say buy at low price levels. When you see the price has fallen, it's not direct advice, but that is, in my opinion, one of the best moments to buy. Also here on the 4-hour chart, if we light up the EMA lines, we see that currently we are, or not currently, but we have already tested here our 50 EMA ribbon. So we do have this M pattern possibility that could bring us back down to test the 100 EMA line. So again, here we do have to be careful and see what happens. The target will be $44,730 more or less. So also here on the daily chart, we see that we didn't have a wonderful close. It would have been better to have it above this area, but that wasn't the case. However, it would have been better, or it is good actually, that we did close above where we started the weekend. That's something good. But as you can see, we went back down to test the bottom line of this resistance area, and now we can also look at the weekly chart. Oh, but here, sorry, one thing to mention: so long as we remain inside this upward trend or ascending trend, and things should be okay. That means we have a possibility to go up to $48,000. Give or take. On the weekly chart, we had an okay closing, not fantastic. you do see that we tested our 20 EMA line, and this is when we look at the different bull runs that we've had, especially the most recent one. You see that here we, for example, tested our 20 EMA line, and then the price skyrocketed, as you can see here. In fact, the price went up about 58%. So obviously, it's a very important rise. But you can also see that the 20, it's a very strong resistance once we find ourselves below it. So it looks like right now we are headed back. We could be headed back to retesting the support here. Of course, we do want to see, if that happens, a rebound from there. If that doesn't hold and we go through the 50 EMA and our 200 EMA line here, then it could be very bad for us, because that could mean that this was just a dead cat bounce that could bring the price back down to $30,000 or even below it. Now, the reason why I don't think that's going to be the case is because if we go and have a look here at the logarithmical curve, which is an indicator that I also like to use. As you can see here, I've drawn the different halvings that we've had in May, or in 2012, 2016, 2020. And of course, we do have the high of our bull run over here, then the low of the bear mark, then consolidation, another halving, top of the bull run, bottom of the bear market, halving, and then the price continues to go up. So as you can see here, from the very start, when Bitcoin was first introduced in 2010, the price of Bitcoin remains or has moved inside this indicator. And it plays very well with the support and resistance lines of this indicator. The only time that we had this black swan and we're able to break out of our logarithmical curve was here for the 2019 Corona dump at the start of the pandemic. But as you can see, here, other than that, we always remain inside these lines, and the market moves inside this line. So, I mean, you can see this all over the place. You can see, for example, here, this was resistance. Here, this is support. Here, support, resistance, support, support. And as you can see right now, we are holding on very strong to the support line down here on the weekly chart. And right now we are testing the resistance here at $46,000. And the target after breaking out of this line would then be about $60,000. So as you can see, there's a lot of potential here. And I'm about to show you exactly why I don't think that the price is going to fall under or again to $30,000. And the reason for that, as you can see here, is because even if, for example, this very week we had a big dump in the price, the very bottom logarithmical curve line here is at $31,000 more or less. So unless there is some sort of apocalyptic event, I mean, we do know already what is happening with the war. We also know what's happening with Corona. And even if there was, there was a new variant of the virus, let's say, I think by now that's all being taken into consideration here, and nothing I can see right now can cause a black swan event like the one that we had at the start of the pandemic. I mean, again, it would have to be something very, very cataclysmic in nature. So I do see rather that, we continue to move up in this curve. So every time that we do that, the higher that we go, then the lower support also gets higher. Like for example here, $39,000 in towards August of of this year. Here in May, we're looking at $34,000, almost $35,000. So as you can see, the more the time goes by, the higher the bottom resistance gets, or support rather, excuse me. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video and all the videos that we post. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can help us grow, and that you let YouTube know that our content is worth looking at. In the crypto fear and greed index, we are at 52 points. So we, again, are remaining very neutral here. And when it comes to the news, there's this article that over 50% of Americans believe that crypto will be the future of finance, according to a survey. This is, of course, between the ages of 25 and 24, which makes sense. They would be the target group for a survey like this. Also, as you can see, and this is what's happening throughout this weekend, and I mention this all the time, you do have to watch out for what the market makers are doing, because as you can see, always this is the same game that they've been playing already for a very long time, where they push the price up so they can liquidate a lot of the short positions and bring some capital in the market. Then when the pendulum swings and everybody is starting to create new orders because they see the price rising, that's when they push the price down, and the game continues to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and their pockets keep filling up with money. So be very, very mindful of that, of course. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum, of course, because I know this is interesting to a lot of you guys. And here we are first looking at the weekly chart, where things are looking pretty solid. I mean, we are building what it seems to be a huge double floor. And even here on the 4-hour chart, we see also that even when Bitcoin had that drop in the price yesterday, Ethereum did the same, but as you can see, not even close to what happened with Bitcoin. So right now, Ethereum is very strong, it's performing very well, and we are starting to push our way into this area. And as you can see, there's almost no resistance here, so that could quickly move the price to 3,000, $3,800. It might be that we go back and retest before even going higher, of course. Or if Bitcoin decides to, push up, then Ethereum, of course, is going to follow suit and, climb quickly out of this area. So, it's looking very well. And in general, you can see the altcoins are all performing very well. And we can see that in the Bitcoin dominance chart, where it continues to drop. The dominance continues to go lower. And as long as it does that, then of course the altcoins then will be performing much better than Bitcoin. So do keep that in mind at the moment. And we could have here a small pump. I mean, we're looking at about 5%, a 5% pump in the price if we manage to get into this little yellow box here, either today or in the next couple of days. So anyway, that's all that I prepared for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this will be a great start of the week, and that you have a great week. We'll see us again, or we hear us again at least tomorrow. Have a great day. My name is Basti. Bye bye.